Schmello, what's going on, everybody? Master Biker here with PickMyEbike.com, the place to find the perfect e-bike for you. And today, right here, right now, what we're gonna be doing is going over the top 5 things you need to know. Beginner's guide for buying your very first e-bike. You guys ready to hop in? I'm ready to share them with you. Let's go. All right, guys, we got some e-bikes lined up so I can show you these examples of everything that I'm talking about. The first point I want to go over is tire size. And that's really going to depend on how are you riding. Are you riding off-roads? Are you riding on city streets? You want to do a little bit of both. And I'm going to show you what you need for each one. Let's go. Right in front of us, we have 3 different tire sizes. We're going to start with the Radio Flyer. This is a 2.5-inch tire. Then we have like a 3-inch tire. Very close, a little bit different. And these are going to be for more of your city street riding. Yes, you could take them off-road, but not the most ideal for off-road. This bad boy over here, 20-inch by 4-inch fat tire. This is going to be great for riding on city streets and off-road. And personally, the fatter tire, I feel, is just a little bit more comfortable ride than these skinnier tires. All right, got out a new bike for this one, the Pucky Puppy. So what I want to go over for the second point is the frame style. So is it a step over or is it a step through? I'm going to show you the difference right now. All right, first and foremost, step over. So as you can see, bar is higher. The step over, you got to put your foot over it so that you're all good compared to the step through. Let me show you that. Right here we have the Blix e-bike, the new one they just dropped. And this is a step through. As you can see, bar is not high, bar is low, so you can step right on through. Basically, step over is going to be a little bit more difficult. It should be a little bit taller. Step through is going to be easier for everybody in your family or whoever's riding the e-bike to be able to actually use it and use it comfortably. Point number 3 that you want to be aware of is rider size. So how big of a rider are you? We're going to say an average rider is up to 300 pounds and an extra large rider is over 300 pounds. So some e-bikes have higher weight limits and a higher payload. And so you have to think of it like a truck. A truck has X amount of power, but when it has a full bed and thousands of pounds in the back, it's not going to be able to go as fast. So you want to pay attention to the payload of the e-bike, especially if you're a larger rider, because if it can hold more weight, it means it's going to go faster with you on it. So let me show you a couple bikes. So the King Bull right here, King Bull Light Ride, this bike, even though it's folding, has a 400-pound weight capacity. You can see it even has a rack, which I have a seat on the back for somebody to ride. So 400-pound weight capacity, great for larger riders. And then you come over here to the Radio Flyer Flex. Now this bike, even though it's a utility bike, and it has a rack on the back, you know, where the kids can go, this has a payload of 330 pounds. So you want to be aware of the payload of each bike. But I will say this, 400 pounds, 400 pounds, 400 pounds. And this Velotric Discover 2, 440 pounds. So yeah, I didn't even realize it, but a lot of the bikes that we have are higher weight capacity bikes. So it seems like companies in general are becoming aware of this and just making the bikes, you know, a little bit more sturdy so they carry more weight on them. But you still want to be aware of it. Check the specs when you're purchasing. All right, number 4, what I want to talk to you guys about is the frame again, but this time, is it a solid frame or is it a folding frame? Take it back over to the Blix Soul X and the Radio Flyer. Both of these, as you can see, solid frames. There's nowhere for you to fold it in between, and the Pucky Puppy, all solid frame examples. Now let me show you a folding. So the King Bull Light Ride actually folds in 2 places. 1, folds here and the handlebars come down, makes it easier. 2, folds in the middle so that when it's all folded up, it's a lot easier for storage. It's a lot easier for transportation, a lot easier to fit in the car. Another thing would just be like, do you live in a house with a garage you can just roll the bike right in? Or do you live in like an apartment building where you're gonna have to take it upstairs or up an elevator? Then that's gonna be a lot easier to do than taking one of these bikes with you. And last but not least, which might seem, you know, straightforward, but if you just know the price you wanna spend and you're on pickmyebike.com, and you're using the filter to find the perfect e-bike for you, you can just put that in and you're good to go. So be aware of the price you want to spend. I know some people are on a budget, and let me tell you, we have a deals page on pickmyebike.com and we have a coupon page on pickmyebike.com. Custom coupons that we get from companies just for you guys. So be sure to check that out when you're purchasing. But there's lots of options, so I just want to make sure that you're aware of your budget, because you can find the perfect e-bike for you if you're patient and you know these 5 beginner e-bike buying tips. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope that this helps you, and have no fear, because we are gonna do these top 5 buying tips on lots of things like full suspension e-bikes, whatever. I don't know, give me some ideas and I will create it for you guys to keep you informed and educated on all the bikes that are coming out. And remember, if you want more information, you can always go to pickmyebike.com. We have a blog over there, tons of info. We're always ready to help you guys. So until our next adventure, who knows where we're gonna be riding, what we're gonna be riding, if we're gonna be riding, or we're just gonna be sharing some information with you. But I know we're gonna be having a blast. Keep living your high life, people, because we only get one. Stay blessed and highly favored, because I know if you're watching this video right here, right now with me, that's exactly what you are. This is Master Ebike. Till our next adventure.